Oh shit. Alright, first off, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for allowing us to do another video through the Spirit, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for the blessed truth as worms. Double honors to our apostle and elder, that great millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. And it's just going to be a quick lesson on, as you can see the title, it says, hearing this from an Edomite is crazy, or hearing this from E is crazy. And we're going to play a clip and just get a few scriptures and get into it, see where the Spirit takes us. And, yeah, and it's crazy because we usually play Native American music and you got to hear the clip. And it's just the things these Edomites say to Jake is just, man, did I send it to you? Yeah. Okay. To the so-called Europeans who colonized the land which was not theirs, nor was it promised to them by the Heavenly Father to do so. They came into it was prophecy, but that land was promised to the Northern Kingdom. And y'all came and took the Americas and with what? A foreign flag. It's crazy to hear the things you might say, well, do it illegally. Well, why didn't you do it legally with the Native American Indians? Why didn't you do it legally? Why did you lie, steal, cheat, create false promises to Native Americans, which you got this land from, and also Mexico, because Mexico is not run by Israelites. Mexico is run by Edomites. Them motherfuckers are brown-skinned Edomites, and majority of even Mexicans know that shit. Them motherfuckers are not. It's crazy. A lot of them that are set up in power and that run shit in Mexico, a lot of them are Spaniards, the ones that conquered Mexico. Even in Britain, not Britain, in Brazil, the ones in power, Shalom, the ones in Brazil, throughout the Americas. Just because you have Jake-looking people in power doesn't mean that they really descend from Israel. But Brazil is fucking run by the fucking Amalekites, man. Mexico is ran by the fucking United States government, man. Them niggas, where do you think all the drugs come from? Majority of the drugs come from where? The U.S., set up by the CIA, which these are facts. Look them up. So, for Edomite to say, well, do it legally. Well, you didn't do anything legally. You haven't done anything legally since your ass was born, really.
Yeah.
Since you've been fucking Cain, you ain't did shit legally. Really, even going back to the serpent in the garden, you just been doing wickedness from the beginning. But you got it.
John 10:10 says, "The thief cometh not."
What's the verse 9 say?
I'm the door.
Huh?
I am the
Oh,
door.
yeah.
John 10:10 says, "The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy." And it's like it says, "I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly."
Yeah, we have life through Yahushua. But what did Esau come and do? Esau came to kill and to steal and destroy, using that scripture and applying it to Esau, Edom. Esau goes around the four corners of the earth, doing nothing but killing, stealing, and murdering in the name of, for one, Christianity and colonization. Or we're bringing y'all peace. We're bringing y'all order. They had order. They had peace. But what did Esau come do? They came and destroyed it and called them savages. What did Esau do to the Jakes that ruled in Scotland, Britain? Destroyed them and just completely destroyed the heritage or their nationality. Oh, well, there was never blacks that ruled this area. You're crazy. If you say there was blacks that ruled in Britain, niggas will look at you insane. But Jake established Spain and all those areas that everyone looks at as a marvel with all them castles. Everybody goes and views these castles that were set up during the Dark Ages. But everyone has to mind that they think it was Edomites ruling in them castles, but it wasn't. It was so-called dark-skinned men. This devil goes around the earth plunging, killing, and destroying, and just acts like he's just we got to do things legally. You got to do it legally. I don't think nigga, shut up, man. You're a thief, man. You're a fucking thief and robber. Let's see. Get this John 8.
8 and what?
8:44.
That's the spirit.
That's where you going?
Yeah.
God.
This is John 8:44. It says,
And actually, go ahead.
"Ye are of your father the devil, and of less your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and a father of it."
Yeah, you've been a father since the beginning of time, man. You are the father of lies. So to hear Edomites say that, it's like, what the fuck? Legally? Nigga, what have you done legally? The mass deportation that Trump is doing isn't even legal. It's against the Constitution, which all these presidents have been going against the Constitution. But this motherfucker has the nerve and the gall to say something about laws. They said the killings that they did to the so-called North American Indians and the tribes over here in the book, The Destruction of the Indies, it said that they did so much killing that it was against mankind. It was against, it's like they went overboard, man. They exceeded it. The writer of the book, what is it, Destruction of the Indies by, what is it? Dolomé de la Casa, something like that. You can actually listen to it on YouTube. The whole book's on YouTube. It's a good read. You just type in Destruction of the Indies and pop up. It's like a 2-hour listen. And it's just a listen of how Esau completely obliterated the Northern Kingdom. Just completely obliterated. Alligator babies, cutting their fingers off when they didn't bring in enough gold, cutting their hands off, raping their women. And they didn't just do that over here. They did that to Judah before they took their land. They did that to the damn Vikings. Elder Malcolm always brings that out. They go around the earth with this portrayal as we're the good guys, we're the legal standard, we're the liberals. We do everything with justice and honor and just whiteness. But really, this dude's the devil of the fucking planet Earth, man. He's the devil of the fucking Earth. Can you get Isaiah 32 and 5? This guy's the devil of the earth, man. And it's like the shit this guy has the nerve to say. This is why the Lord has to come judge him. This is why Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai has to come judge Esau Edom, because nobody else is gonna deal with him, man. No one else can touch this guy until the Lord comes back. That's why the scriptures say, what is it, Revelation 13, who was able to make war with the beast? You know who's able to make war with the beast? Yahweh Shai. He's able to make war with the beast. He's going to be the one that takes this beast out of power. He's going to be the one that takes Esau, Edom out of power. Because this devil is just proud, man. The proud shit that this nigga always constantly saying. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 32 and 5. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
Yep, and this is what he does. This is what they send these people back to these war-torn countries that they created. The majority of these problems that go on in Venezuela, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, all these areas that people migrated from, the Northern Kingdom, all the problems are because you Edomites are there. The drugs, the cartels, all these killer murderers that these traitor niggas join up with because Esau has the fucking money, you cause the problem. To where they're like, fuck, we gotta get the fuck out of this place. Yeah. It's too fucking dangerous here. We need to leave. And they go to the Americas, which for so-called better living, and it gets and another thing, got offered to come here by one of the presidents. Then another president comes in and says, "You niggas got to get the fuck out of here." Because Biden, everyone seems to forget, he allowed all these people to come in here. He allowed it, and now to get everyone out. What the fuck is going on, man? And all the problems that are in their homeland is because you fucking Edomites are there. You cause all these problems and all that in all this southern, in all those regions with all the drugs and all the fucking killing that goes on because you supply these motherfuckers. I was watching the video. The dude mentioned the cartel. He said these cartel members are military trained. He said they're not just. He said these not just military trained. United States military trained. These niggas ain't no regular dudes. These dudes are trained by the U.S., by the CIA. You create these problems and you gotta go. But you fucking keep, because remember there was a fucking famine going on in Venezuela 2 years ago, a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. Was it Venezuela? What was it? It was one of them fucking places. It's an island place. How's there a famine? Because the fucking people that are in power were hoarding all the food and the goods. And who they get that from? Go ahead.
Real quick, this is Revelation 6 and 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And that's what Esau has done, man. You know, that red dragon is talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And it says power was given to him to take peace away from the earth. That's what he's done. He's taking peace away from the earth. How was he able to do that? Through his blessing with the sword. You know, I got another scripture chewed up, but he also, that's how he operates. He goes into these other countries, to these other lands, and
that are weaker,
because they know they're not able to war with them. And if you don't get down with their philosophy, then what? They force it upon you, and they take people out of their way. They take leaders and rulers out of their way.
They're like that movie with John Cena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The one, yeah.
What's the name of that movie?
God damn it.
Damn, what is his name?
I don't remember. But But yeah, just like that. That's why I wanted the brothers to watch that movie
It's a
because
decent movie.
it showed you.
It was corny as hell.
Yeah, it was corny as hell. You know, folly as hell.
Yeah,
it showed you how they operate when they have leaders that are set up. You know, and they don't want to get down with Esau's agenda, and they try to send in those mercenaries and people like that.
Economic hitman
To get them up out of the way so that they can set up who they want, you know, so they can push their agenda.
Because the majority of these rulers that are set up in those South American countries, a lot of them are tied with the U.S. or Edom in some way, somehow.
Yeah, because we're quick like grab it. There's a Habakkuk 2 and 4.
And they get his words are smoother.
Yeah. Psalm 65, 2. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith." It says, "Yet also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people." And that's what he does, man. You know, he can't be satisfied. Here you go. You have the elites that sit in the power seat, that have everything. They don't live how we live, man. They don't want for anything. You know, they can do whatever they want to do in this world. You know, they already have power, but what? They want more power. Yes, they live to oppress. They want more power. How are they satisfied? The scripture call them a bloody man. So how are they satisfied? By conquering people in their land and by just being the devil.
The scriptures say that this nigga can't go to sleep upon his bed. I think that's Micah.
Yeah, I got that queued up too.
You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. That goes with that. And they get Revelation 18 and 11 to prove your point that the elites have everything.
This is Micah 2 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." Yeah, that's what they do. You know, they're always devising some type of way to come up against
the poor. Jake.
Because Jake is the poor.
Crime was down. Now what are they doing to the Southern Kingdom?
Yeah.
Which we all know this is prophecy, but we're just talking about it. But crime was down. The brothers have been continually saying that crime was down. Northern Kingdom majority of Northern Kingdom is just here to work. Them niggas are proud as hell. Look, there's some jackasses. These goddamn Mexicans are jackasses. But they were just here to work. Majority of them aren't fucking committing heinous crimes.
Yeah.
This nigga just want to go to work, have his beer, and fuck on fucking Maria and praise Jesus Christos for fucking hours, man. That's all these goddamn Mexicans want to do, and these goddamn Puerto Ricans, they ain't doing shit. But what? Esau, Edom is always after Jake because of what? The blessing, concerning the blessing. Yeah. This is at Revelation 18. Did you have something else to say?
I was going to grab the next verse.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick. Micah 2 and 2 says, "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his houses, that even a man in his heritage." And we see that going on right now before our eyes, man. They're oppressing the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, man. It started with the Northern Kingdom, you know, with this mass deportation that Trump is doing, you know. And you heard what the man was saying on the video. He said, "Do you think it's right?" He said, "Y'all think this is right?"
Yeah,
he said, "How come when y'all come over here to Mexico, we don't do that to y'all?" He said, "Because we don't. He said we don't illegally come in there." Which is you can pretty. It's people that have to fled the country, and I'm pretty sure they done fled to Mexico for a living. You see that in movies. People that say, "I need to get the hell out," they done fled to Mexico. And they
Cuba
or something, and they leave you alone. They're not thinking about you over there. You know, you're able to live a whole new different life. But when like the brother was saying, what do you hear when we were kids coming up? America's the place to live. Come to America, you can live the American dream. So you basically open up this place for people to come to. Then when they come in here, now you're saying that you're unwanted and you got to get out. And then like the brother was saying, you sending them back to a harsh environment that you created. That's that rock and a hard place that Esau's putting people in. And now it's coming to the Southern Kingdom because what is he saying now in Chicago? Chicago is the most crime rate city in America.
It is.
And then you got the mayors and governors saying that I don't know why he's saying this stuff because it's not that bad. It's in the third, but it's the same day that he said that you had that.
I've been there.
I know. If you know
Chicago
about
bad.
Chicago, you know about
Chicago bad.
They like I was talking to one of
Chicago
the brothers.
bad.
They said, man, them niggas beefing. You 63, 64 streets right next to each other. Niggas beefing.
Them niggas is bad.
But right, I think it was the governor that said that. He said that same weekend, the Labor Day weekend, he said that it was 54 people shot, 7 people dead. Right after they was trying to say it wasn't that bad.
Or you could have been a setup.
Yeah, but that too though, because you know how Esau operates. He first off he fabricates the media. He hides the numbers. He makes it. He pushed the message that he wants to push out. But ultimately, also he does set these things up. He will have somebody going. Well, we've seen it off the Purge, man. When they had the military, not military, but they had the government going in with the semi trucks, with the
niggas was trained.
with the army going into these buildings, grabbing people up. When Esau wants to make things happen, he make things happen, man. That's the man that we're dealing with. Why? Because he's the one in control. Because it all goes to his blessing. Him having that sword. And what the scripture say, he's not bear his sword in vain. He's not. He gonna use it. He's gonna use it, man. And he's gonna use it to come up against Jake, man. And that's why that video was like, do you think this is right? He's trying to say, oh, you gotta come through the front door. What if you ever came through the front door?
What if you come through the front door, Esau?
You're known for being the
You're a backdoor stabber, nigga.
You're known for that.
Hey, Adam Malcolm said it. Adam Malcolm said it. He said Esau is pointing the finger at you, calling you a murderer. Well, he got blood on his hand.
Blood all on his hand.
This nigga hand ain't
dripping while he pointing at
this
you.
nigga pointing
This
at you.
nigga the killer.
This nigga the killer.
Drug blipping from his life.
And you like, you got blood on your hand. I was just defending myself. No, he's the killer. It's like, what the fuck?
That's what you see that a lot.
What are we dealing with,
They'll be coming up. They'll be trying to fuck over Jake or whatever. Then when
This nigga's
somebody
crazy.
get involved or whatever, they want to point the finger and like, nigga, you know what? You ain't got no bruise on you. I'm lumped up, fucked up.
Bro.
Nigga, damn near gasping for air.
Nigga,
trying to survive.
I was defending myself.
It was this video. These teen Edomites, man. They was fucking Jake up. I think I sent it in the chat. They was
They was beating his
they
ass.
was beating his ass, man.
That's why you gotta be
And
over.
somebody said, y'all not, no, I'm not, I think it was a female said, you're not gonna help him. You heard in the background, man, fuck that nigga, man. Just record it. This who we're dealing with, man. That perpetual hatred that's in Ezekiel 35.
You gotta be over 200 pounds to walk around by yourself.
By yourself.
Or have your partner with you. Because there was too many of them niggas for that nigga be there by himself.
They said they was trying to throw his ass in the meat grinder. They said
Yeah.
they was trying to lynch him. They was fucking
That nigga was
him
small
up.
too. I'd at least fall something back.
And try.
I would have tried. It was a lot of them motherfuckers. This is this is Daniel 8 and verse 11, and this is dealing with Antiochus Epiphanes, but just using this to describe Esau. It says, "Yea, he magnifies him." Actually, where's I just had it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, real quick. This is Psalms 55 and 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but words in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn out swords. Yeah, that's who Esau is, man. He comes with all that. He tries to be your friend, man. He tries to make it seem like he has your best interest in heart. But war is in his heart. That war towards who? Towards Jake, man. The Israelites, the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Even to his own people too. But his main target is Jake. And we've seen that throughout the course of history, throughout the scriptures, man. How you would go make an agreement with Eaz, a covenant with them, and they'll go back on it. They've done that so many times throughout history. Even with the presidents that's been setting up, man. You got presidents that say they doing this or they trying to do this or this what they plan to do. That whole campaign, they talking all that bullshit. And as soon as they get in office, niggas switch up. Now one thing Trump did hold his word to. was he said, I'm gonna do the biggest mass deportation that y'all have ever seen.
And he hasn't held authority.
And
He had, but he hasn't because Obama.
Yeah, Obama did, but he's trying to exceed that. That's why we see what we got. They got.
If you didn't know,
fights.
Obama did more.
Yeah.
Obama did more.
We looked that up. Yeah,
Obama did more than Trump. If you didn't know that.
But that's what he's trying to get, because that's why he's doing these flights, man. You know.
Them niggas, hey, so this shit is so divided. I think it was Florida or one of the states. They canceled the flight.
I did see that. I can't remember.
They canceled the fucking flight.
Was it Florida?
I think it was Florida. They said no, we're not.
Yeah, it was one of those. I remember. Was it Florida? Or was it
something happened, but the flight was fucking canceled.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is Daniel 8 and verse 25, and it says, and this is just say it again. It's the little Antiochus Epiphanes just using this to describe the character of Esau, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the princes of princes, and he shall be broken without hand. And that latter part, Esau is to be broken without hand. But what? This nigga causes craft to prosper through his penmanship, through his writing, through his ledgers, through his laws. And it says, by peace he shall destroy many. What does Esau always say? Oh, this will bring peace and safety. Even with the sea hip, going to that a little bit, they'll say that's to bring peace. This is going to track and keep peace and order and do all these things. Through the term peace, Esau has caused great destruction throughout the planet Earth, man. And he's going to continue, because that's what the Lord wants him to do. But just bringing out the point, hearing how the proudness of Esau, it just irks your spirit, because you know the history of how they got this land, how they established this land, what they did to the other lands to keep this land, to keep them people from flourishing, and then to speak that way to these people. It's like, it's like, goddamn, man. Because we know that you have completely destroyed these other lands, that they can't sustain them. They can't live there. It's hard living because of the policies, the laws, or the rape, robbery, and murdering, and the things that you set up in those other countries. You have made it very difficult to live there. Even though some of these Christ, they will go back in the summer and the winter and shit like that, but they're not going to stay there because it's life is dangerous. It's fucking dangerous. That's why they fled. They're like, get the fuck out of here. You gotta get the fuck out of here, man. You got something else? Now we close.
I'll grab what you want me to grab. That Revelation 18.
Oh yeah. 18 to 10. I had it, but I just dropped it.
It's cool. Revelation 18 and
Start with 10.
start at 10.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, standing afar, verse 10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchant of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and of fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and of iron and of marble and of cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
They have everything. These elites have the market to everything. They monopolize everything. They have all these markets. But when this place falls, all these markets will be going away. And then the next kingdom will be established. But what? Even having all this, what's the main thing these devils push? oppression.
Yep.
Rather than, because he says Jake is the most violent. Well, you made Jake violent. You created systems that X out the father, which will bring the order out of the house. You firebombed and flooded community of so-called Negroes, which when they were establishing themselves, you created these systems and destroyed these people, and then come in the back and say, well, they're criminals. Well, you made a criminal. You gave them crack and all these drugs while they were already broken in a fucked up estate. So you created the criminal and then point the finger, he's a criminal. But you have the tools in your hand to make or break this nigga. And what did you do? You broke him. And you even go even further to now you bring more oppression. Esau's way of fixing shit is just oppression.
Yep.
And what do you think's gonna happen eventually? You can't keep poking the fucking bear, man. You got the bear in captivity already. You still fucking with the nigga. Do a backflip, nigga. Do a backflip. What do you think the bear's gonna fucking do eventually? He gonna take his fucking paw and shaw at your ass, man, and scratch at you.
Scripture says, surely oppression doth make a wise man mad. We're the wise men because we've been allowed to wake up and know that. So we are upsetting.
Just wait till Jake realizes.
Wait till you see.
And even these Edomites are realizing, they're like, holy shit, we're oppressed.
They gonna lose it.
They already are.
Because we are just like the brother said, we're not gonna do nothing to you. So we gonna wait on the Lord. But the rest of these niggas out here,
hey, y'all forgetting, my nigga.
when the Lord put the spirit on them to crash out,
To really crash out. To really crash out. To go up to their boss and just smash his head into the counter, man.
Cause that's what we get. That's what we're leaning into, man. Cause
Yes,
brothers talk about it so much. It's hard. People are not maintaining in this place. It's hard to maintain. It's hard to keep your head above water in this place, man. Because Esau is constantly putting his foot on the neck. He's driving the prices of everything. He's taking away jobs. I think it was this one lady. She was sitting down. She was talking about it. She said, "We need funding for." I think it was Chicago. Still talking about Chicago. We need funding for schools. He did disbanded the Department of Education.
Well, that's where you can fix your criminals.
Yeah,
But
we need food. He's disbanded the food program and causing prices go up. There was one more thing she named too, but he's doing all these things to oppress and make that two-class society that Elders and Apostles were speaking on for the longest, man. You're gonna be at the top, you're gonna be at the bottom. But at the end of the day, none of it matters because his whole ultimate goal is to implement that MOTB and make that mandatory.
play that clip actually. We close off with the clip. Yeah, that clip again. Yeah, play the clip one more time.
Any final messages?
And final messages. Stay home.
English?
Yeah, they got no English.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. What's your take on money? I think there's a reason why we have borders. Every country has a right to decide what we do. Canada doesn't. And I support legal immigration. It's got to come through the front door. It's like when I'm in the house. I decide who comes into my house. If somebody climbs in the back window, I decide if they leave. I kind of look at it the same way. What do you think? So when white people went to Mexico, they started doing that. I don't know anyone that broke into Mexico. If you go illegally into Mexico, they'll deport you. You can't fly a American flag and protest Mexico. In Mexico, you get deported. You think you should be able to fly one flag in America? Like the protests we see out there, they're flying the Mexican flag, they're burning the American flag or flying the Mexican flag. You think that's okay?
with that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our apostle and elder, that great millstone. Salutation and blessings to all for like Kwam Lakiam.
Come back in.
Shalom.
Shalom.